Hello, Namaste. Structure of WH questions in simple present tense. The WH questions are questions that start with words like who, what, when, where, why, which, how. They ask for specific information. So, the structure of WH questions, like a formula, WH word, whatever it is, who, what, when, where, why, which, how, plus do, plus subject, like I, we, you, they. Do comes with I, you, we, they. The basic verb and the plus object. Examples: what do you eat for breakfast? Where do they go on weekends? How often do we meet our friends? And the next with he, she, it. It is a singular third person. WH word plus does plus subject he, she, it plus the basic verb V1 plus object plus rest. What does she read every morning? Where does he work? How often does it rain in July? When we use does before, we should not use after the subject with V1. We should not use VS like reads, works. No. What does she read every morning? This is correct. What does she reads every morning? It's wrong. Already we used yes before. It is also one of the helping verb. And the common WH words. Who, when we use, what is the meaning? And one example. Who, asking about a person. Who teaches you English? What, asking about a thing or activity. What do you eat for lunch? When, asking about time. When does a train leave? Where, asking about place. Where do they live? Why, asking for reason. Why do you study English? Which, asking for choice or selection. Which book does she like? If any among three or four or two. How, asking about manner. Way, how do you go to school? How often, asking about frequency. How often do you visit your grandparents? And the meanings of the WH question and the structure before I told, and the examples of WH questions. Who? Who plays football in your class? What do you eat for breakfast? For when? When does she wake up? Where? Where do they live? Why? Why does he study English every day? Which? Which team do you support? How? How do you go to school? How often? How often do they visit their grandparents? As you know already, the indicators used in simple present and the structure of affirmative, negative, and the yes or no question like do you eat mango, and the WH questions.